So here we are at the JLR apprenticeship event stand here at Goodwood, and I'm joined by Jordan Rushby, Thundersport 600 Elite Rider. Jordan, welcome.
Hi, yeah, it's a good event, good to be here, and good to be speaking to you.
And what got you into motorsport in the first place?
Well, I've always had bikes from growing up. Like from 3 years old, I was on a motocross bike, and then I just progressed into like through racing, started mini moto racing, and just build it up to where I am now, which is like a good club level below British Superbikes.
And how do you get to that level? Because I'm presuming it takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and when you're young and you maybe got lots of other things to think about, how did you stay dedicated to this?
I had a lot of other hobbies when I was younger, and I had to really make the choice whether I wanted to pursue the racing career or, like, I used to play football and stuff, and I just thought I'd rather do the racing side. So I just had to put 100% effort, and it's 100% effort from me, my family, all my sponsors that have backed me from the beginning, just everyone. It's like a full-time job, really.
And how important is it to have that support from family and friends?
I couldn't do it without my family and friends. Like, if you have a bad accident, like I've had a few bad accidents recently, fractured my spine earlier this year, and without the help of my family and friends and my sponsors and everyone else that watches my racing and follows it on Facebook, like, it'd be hard to carry on going and find the motivation to get back out on a bike, but with them it's like second nature.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you physically come back from that?
I have a good physio, and I use a hyperbaric chamber a lot, which helps with the speeding up the recovery process. It is just like a full-time job. Like, even the road to recovery, I've been off work for 2 months. If I didn't work for my dad's company, I'd probably be without a job, but I'm quite lucky in the respect that I work for my dad and I've got good people around me.
Yeah, and you said you are at club levels, so just explain a bit more about that and where you're hoping you're going to get to this year.
Yeah, so what I racing is quite a high standard of club level. It's like a national championship, so it's all the tracks around the UK. We do one trip to Spain every year just to test. It's one below British Superbikes, which is like the peak of what you can do in the UK in motorsport on a motorbike, and then it progresses to like world stage, so I'd go to the Spanish CEV Moto2 Championship, and then it's MotoGP on top of that, which is like the highest of the high of what you can do.
Yeah, and it sounds like you've got a clear goal and you know what you want to do. How difficult is it to kind of stay focused on something like this?
If I ever make a full career out of it, it's just a bonus. All I do is I enjoy every minute of doing it. It's a hobby, but it has turned into like more of a full-time thing, so I just enjoy every minute of it and just carry on doing it.
Yeah, so you've got to have aspirations to do this. What would you say to somebody who perhaps is aspiring to enter into a career in motorsport in general? How easy is it, how difficult is it, and what advice would you give?
If you're passionate enough to do it and it's what you want to do, then you just start from the bottom and work your way up. You can't just throw yourself in at the deep end and just expect to have results straight away. You have to just build up, and you have to obviously find sponsors and people are interested in it with you, so it helps to get the family on board. And once you've found sponsorship and you've sort of like established yourself as a rider, it's still quite hard to get team rides and stuff, but it's easier than just jumping straight in and thinking I'm gonna go and ride for a team, because it's not that easy.
Now, you're only 20 years old, you've achieved a tremendous amount already. Where do you see yourself in maybe 5-10 years time?
In the next year we're moving up to a 1,000 machine, so the year after that we're going to look at doing British Superbikes on the British Superstock 1000, so that's 2019, and then hopefully just go up from there, so get into the Superbike Championship at the peak level and just see where it takes me.
Great, brilliant. Well, Jordan, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.